Hi, this is Joe Sullivan, sports editor of the Boston Globe, sitting in for Bob Ryan, and this is Globe 10.0. With me is senior assistant sports editor Greg Lee. And Greg, you know, we look at the Bruins playing in the Stanley Cup Finals, and you know, their best player, I think most people agree, is Zedeno Chara. And one of the first things Peter Chiarelli did when he became GM was sign him to an extension. He's with the Bruins for a long time now. He is really the face of the franchise, you look at it. But, you know, what kind of star, superstar was Zedeno Chara? Do you think he's the most underappreciated star in Boston?
Well, he's underappreciated because the NHL, let's face it, is a fourth-rated sport in terms of, you know, just national popularity, in terms of ratings. So he's not going to get as much airtime. He's not going to get much face time. So people don't see him. They don't know him. When you talk about the Celtics, everyone knows who's on the Celtics, even from the first player on the team to the 15th player. Same thing with baseball. Everyone knows who's pretty much on the baseball team, from Big Papi to Josh Beckett. And when you go to the Patriots, Vince Wilfork, Tom Brady. So they're recognizable figures. Whereas in hockey, Zedeno Chara is right there below the totem pole, so that's why he's underappreciated. How can you appreciate someone when you've never even seen him?
Well, yeah, and I think, you know, he plays defense, and the Bruins are a defensive team and kind of a conservative team. There's nothing flashy about it. But, you know, I guess, you know, if you look at the other teams, who else would you consider underappreciated? Paul Pierce? Do you think Paul Pierce is underappreciated as the Celtic?
Oh, he's underappreciated in the nation, but I think in Boston he's very appreciated here. But around the nation, yes, Paul Pierce is an underrated, underappreciated player because his game is not flashy. Kind of, you know, like Zedeno Chara. Paul Pierce is a scorer, but he doesn't high-fly dunk. He gets his points, goes to the free throw line, plays solid defense, but there's nothing flashy about his game. He's just an all-around solid player who's an all-star caliber performer.
And you mentioned Vince Wilfork, another similar player to Chara, I would think. An all-star who plays a defensive position that doesn't get a lot of publicity and doesn't get a lot of stats per se. So those are, you know, you can make a real good comparison between Vince Wilfork and Zedeno Chara being underappreciated. And I think if we're looking at the Red Sox, I would bring up John Lester, who is a 19-game winner and is second in the league in wins now. What about an unappreciated Red Sox? Do you agree that Lester?
I think Lester is becoming more appreciated because he's proven himself the last couple of years by becoming the ace of the staff now. Before he was, you know, he came along as a young pitcher, had developed his way, and now I think he's become more valuable. But yes, he's still underappreciated compared to you know, Josh Beckett's, but you know, he's still, I think he's becoming more appreciative.
Well, I think in the bottom line, as we talk about this, Chara probably is our most underappreciated star. This guy is a great player. He could be named the best defenseman in the NHL again this season. He is the face of the franchise, and he's underappreciated. But you know what? He's a terrific player on a very good team.